Hey, Comets and Comet families and parents, here's the deal. Today I want to walk you through basically how to access an assignment on the learning management system on FACS, or RenWeb if you're still calling it RenWeb, and how to create a homework assignment, uh, download your homework assignment, finish it, submit it, and complete it all online in case you're doing school digitally from home or we have to as a whole school or whatever the circumstance might be. I want to take you through this step by step, okay? So first things first, students, you got to go to FACS and you got to go to your LMS, okay? Your LMS is Learning Management System, and it's basically going to display all of your classes. So here I have a sample student. It's my main man Tucker from my environmental science class because I can make him a homework assignment that way. And so you see across these classes, here's all his classes in for the day. And if you look at environmental science, period 4, you see his instructor, and then upcoming is chapter 1 questions due this Friday. So it's pretty obvious to see what your homework is. Like none of these other classes have homework, which is kind of cool, except for PE, which is one that's due. But we could just click on this and go to the assignment. But I'm going to show you what the whole class looks like. So go ahead and click on the whole blue environmental science course name, and it's going to open up a new page that will be your whole environmental science course. Okay, so now we've got a class wall. We've got resources on the right. Be looking for these in all of your classes. Here's chapter 1 resources. This is where you'd find things like PowerPoint lecture notes, review games, things like that. And then down here is your Zoom links. And so if you can't get into the class where you find a Zoom link code and login information, that would be in those units. And so those are valuable resources. Every class should have something similar to that. They might not all look the same, but that's a great place to find your units and topics. So let's look at this assignment, because right now we have a class calendar and due Friday is this critical thinking question. So you click on the assignment and it pulls up the assignment complete with its name and some brief directions. So the directions are complete the attached document and complete sentences. And we're going to do this digitally. I mean, if you wanted to print it and take a picture of it, you could print it, fill it out and scan it, you could, but let's do this digitally just to show you that it can be done. So you go ahead and click on chapter 1 review questions, and it's going to start to download this document. And it might look a little different, but if you're on a school laptop with your school login, it's pretty much going to look and work exactly like this. So here my document is done downloading, so I want to go ahead and open it. I open the document, and this is a tricky one. You ready? It says at the top, protected view, be careful. Files can contain viruses, blah, blah, blah. And what that essentially means is you can't type in this right now. So if you want to do your homework and print it, you'd be okay. But if you want to just do this digitally, we need to click Enable Editing. That's right here. So we click Enable Editing. And now what I can do is I can go in and I can put my name and I can answer questions. And so I read the question and I type my answers, and they're not very good answers. So I'll probably get a poor grade on this particular assignment, but you know, blah, blah, blah. We type in our complete sentences and we're ready to go with saving this and turning it in. So now right now, you've got 2 options for saving. Option 1 is you can put it in what's called OneDrive. OneDrive is a website that allows you to store files with your school login. So you go to onedrive.com, you log in with your school email and password just like you would for your regular school email, and you're instantly able to save files there. You can create files there, you can organize things there, and the cool thing about OneDrive is you can open up any computer, home computer, you know, phone at home, tablet, whatever, and access your OneDrive files. So that's the advantage. The disadvantage is there seems to be, unless I'm missing something here, there seems to be a pretty serious time delay in creating folders, saving files, and accessing those files through the LMS. I'm not really sure why that is, but I'm going to show you a way that will absolutely work. So you're logged in on a school laptop with your login. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and save this file. So let's go to Save As, and your options are OneDrive. That's an option, but I'm having a lot of difficulty with recovering those 30 seconds later. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to go to Browse or this PC. Either one is fine. Let's give it a really good name. Let's call this, like I said, it's Tucker. So we're just going to say Tucker's questions. All done, you know, something logical like that. And then we're going to go ahead and browse a place to save this. And right now we're on network. I don't want to do that. I want to save up at the desktop. Okay. It's just going to put it on my desktop. I'm not going to pick any of these folders. We're just throwing the file on the desktop. So you go ahead and hit desktop and save. Now, the cool thing about this is you can actually go to any school laptop or school desktop. And when you log in with your credentials, your school email, that file is going to be on your desktop. if that kind of makes sense. So if you're doing this from a home computer though, it won't be. So be careful with that. So I finished my homework, I saved my homework, and now I need to go ahead and close this file because we're all finished with that. And let's turn our homework in. So there's this little red button, okay? So we click the little red button, and that's our turn in button. You see this says turn in. And so we can give it a title if you want. It's really not necessary because of what we can obviously tell it's chapter 1 critical thinking, but we'll go ahead and do that. That's fine. And then a description, again, you really don't have to fill in anything out. We'll just put Mr. Stecker, I did my best, and you know, there's nothing really to put there. But we do need to attach your homework. Don't turn it in without attaching your homework. So you click the blue button for attach, and this is going to come up. If you minimize the window, you can actually drag and drop the file, and that would be fine. But we're going to go ahead and browse. So we're going to click browse, and we'll find the file this way. So we're going to jump back up to desktop, just like when we saved it, and we're going to go find, I think I named it what, Tucker All Done. So it should be alphabetized. So we just jump down here, and it's Tucker's questions all done. Then we hit open when we selected the correct file. You make sure that the file name matches what you wanted to choose, and you hit the turn in button. With that, your assignment has been accessed digitally, downloaded, completed, turned in digitally, and now I, as the instructor, have that assignment done. So OneDrive's an option, a desktop is an option, taking a picture with your phone is an option, scanning it and emailing it to a teacher is an option, but this is probably the easiest one. So now his work is done. He doesn't have to do anything else. It's a finished deal for his homework. And so if you have any questions on that, if you're working from home, you know, give us a call if you get stuck, and we'll have somebody help you with that process. But hopefully this helps you see that step by step. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. And we're all in this together. So we'll get through it digitally or in person. So thanks for your time, and have a great day. This time we're going to look at how you can download homework, do your homework assignment, and upload it and save it via OneDrive. It's a little bit different from the desktop. The benefit of this particular method is that you can work on a computer that's not a school computer, save it to OneDrive, which is online, and then access that from a school computer or a computer at home, iPad at home, whatever, because it's saved online. So that's the advantage to OneDrive. The downside to OneDrive is it can be a little bit picky. You want to have a good internet connection, and you might have to try a couple different browsers, especially when it comes to uploading it from OneDrive to LMS. So right now I'm on Firefox, which has seemed to work pretty well, so we're going to make an attempt at that. So we're back at the same screen with our student. He still has homework in environmental science. We click on the class. We see the class wall, our units and topics, and then our homework assignment. So we go to the same homework assignment. We've still got our prompt. If there's no attached document, you can open a Word document and type an essay or a paper and do this the exact same way without downloading a document. That's totally fine. You just open Word, right, and do your homework that way. But for this one, there's an assignment in it. So let's go ahead and click that. And so we're going to open this with Word, and it's going to download, open the assignment, and again, I can't type in it or do my homework until I click Enable Editing. We click Enable Editing, and then I can put in my answers, ... complete sentences, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I do all my homework, and then it's time to save it. So we go to File, Save, and this time, instead of doing the desktop, you're going to go to OneDrive. Make sure it says OneDrive Rapid City Christian School, then you know it's linked to your student email account. So we click OneDrive Rapid City Christian School, and I've got a bunch of folders in mine. You may not have that. You might have to create those, or you can just give it a really logical name that you know you can find. Like this one is Chapter 1 Questions, Environmental Science, Trial 2, because I've already made one video, right? So let's do that. Whatever the name is, and we're going to put that in Environmental Science homework folder that I made, and we're going to go ahead and hit Save, and that's going to go online now. It's not going to my desktop, it goes online to OneDrive. And assuming you have an okay internet connection, it's there. So I can get rid of my homework now because it's saved, and it should automatically save also as you continue to type and work in it. So now we go back to facts and we're at our assignment for our class. We want to turn in our homework. So we push this red button. And like I said, I'm logged in as Tucker. And so here we can put a title in there if you want to. We'll just call this Chapter 1 Questions. And we're going to go ahead and attach that document. Now we're going to browse just like we did last time, but instead of going to the desktop, we need to go down to OneDrive. And here you see there's a OneDrive and a OneDrive Rapid City Christian School. If you have multiple selections, you should always select the Rapid City Christian School OneDrive. So we click that. We've got all the same folders. So we jump down to Environmental Science Homework. We open that folder, and here's Chapter 1 Questions, Environmental Science, Trial 2. That's what you named your homework. Don't name it Document 1, Document 2, Document 3, Document 4. Give it a name that's specific. Okay, so I have Chapter 1 Questions for Environmental Science. I go ahead and open that. It uploads. The attachment's done uploading, and we hit Turn In, and you're done. The wheel's done spinning. You've got your questions uploaded. There's an attachment your teacher can see. That's exactly what your teacher sees, and you did your homework digitally. So that's how you do it. It's as easy as that. Good luck, and if you hit any road bumps along the way, give us a call, and we will try to walk you through it as best we can. And thanks, and I'll see you around.